everyone. My name is Alicia, and I'm claiming that the U.S. should make an amendment to the Constitution that abolishes abortion. Based on a claim made by my opponent, where fetuses can't feel pain during the abortion procedure happening before the 20 weeks. I have a claim that the fetuses actually can feel the pain during the abortion procedure. Maureen Kondik, a PhD Associate Professor of Neurobiology and Anatomy and Adjunct Associate Professor of Pediatrics at the University of Utah School of Medicine, explains that the most primitive response to pain, the spinal reflex, is developed by 8 weeks of gestation. Also, an unborn child aborted after 20 weeks feel an intense pain of the late-term abortion in its myriad forms, whether it be bleeding to death following the dismemberment or dying by salt poisoning in an amniotic sac. Also, the babies are human beings with a right to life. Jerome Lejeune, the French geneticist who discovered the chromosome abnormality that causes Down syndrome, stated that to accept the fact that after fertilization has taken place, a new human has come into being and is no longer a matter of taste or opinion, the human nature of the human being from conception to old age is not a metaphysical contention, it's just plain experimental evidence. So I feel that babies should be given a right to life. There is also an act passed called the Pain Capable Act that allows children to experience full life, and this bill highlights what science tells us about life in utero and affirms the unborn as unique and distinct human beings capable of suffering. And to also go off of what my fellow affirmative quoted, that abortion is murder, pro-choice feminist Naomi Wolf wrote in an article in 1996, argued that the abortion rights community should acknowledge the fetus in its full humanity and that abortion causes a real death. And also, I'll also claim that abortion is morally wrong. Christine, president of the Pro-Life Humanist, writes that even as an atheist, she's a pro-life because some choices are wrong, violent, and unjust, and I want to do whatever I can to make abortion both unthinkable and unnecessary. There are also other severe complications that can occur in the woman that make abortion wrong. During the procedure, the woman can experience excessive bleeding, hemorrhage, infection, cervical tearing, laceration, perforation of the uterus, scarring of the uterine lining, the anesthesia toxicity, which can result in cardiorespiratory arrest, retained abortion tissue, which can cause an infection, septic shock, and in rare cases, even death. There are also other negative effects for women that can affect them psychologically. That many women do struggle with their abortion decision long after the procedure is complete, and in some cases, they can experience what is called post-abortion stress syndrome, which can even cause more long-term symptoms such as anxiety and depression. It was also brought up by my opponent about the cost of abortion, and I'm claiming that the cost of abortion in fact reduces the number of abortions. It can not only reduce the number of abortions, but also reduce the number of pregnancies by altering the woman's sexual and contraceptive practices. Also, there are also several choices that a woman can, alternatives, that a woman can decide to do instead of going through an abortion process, such as single or adoption, single parenthood, or carrying the pregnancy to a term in a community that cares for them and actually wants the child. And there are even cases where the child can be given to another home temporarily for the so the woman could bring herself up financially, and then it could be returned back to her at a later time. Also, the Pain Capable Act allows children to experience full life. This bill highlights what science tells us about life in utero and affirms the unborn as unique and distinct human beings capable of suffering. And this is why abortion should be abolished.